we're okay here. There's my girl. Let's just move up here a little bit. Good. Let's get up here. I can't quite see. Sun's shining in my eye. Come here, Luna. All right. So today I have Mon and I have Luna. Mon is Swedish for moon, Luna Italian. They were born 2 years ago, almost in a few days, 2 years ago. And they were born on the night of the supermoon. So that's where they got their fancy names. And these are my pride and joy, these two right here. When they came out, they walked over, they sat by me, they crawled over, little tiny guys. I knew who they were when they came out. I knew Mon right away. Luna, I had to look for her a little bit, but I found her right away, within minutes. And they've been beside me ever since, every day of their life. And these are as good elkhounds as you'll find anywhere in the world. They're far superior to almost any elkhound you ever want to find. They're really, really good. Now these are full instinct dogs, and Mon is back on the trail with me. He took a bad jump off a big cliff and landed in some loose rock and twisted his foot. So he broke a bone in his leg, and I got him healed up though. He's all fixed and he's back on the trail. He's happy to be out. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about instincts today because Luna's going to be cycling soon. And I thought she might have cycled already, but she's just waiting a little bit longer. And when you're looking for a pup, it's one thing to find a really nice looking dog, but it's quite another to find a dog like these two with all instincts intact. And our goal is, our focus is to keep those instincts intact. Now an instinct, I'll define that a little bit more. An instinct is something that's bred into the dog. It's in the genetic makeup and the behavior makeup of the dog already. It's something you don't have to train. It's something that's already there. And breeders that understand instinct, they can keep those instincts in the dog. If you don't understand how to find the instincts and see the instincts and know that they're there and don't pay attention to it, you could breed instincts out. And it doesn't take as long as people believe. 10 generations and you could lose instinct. Certain instincts can be bred out faster than others. Now it's not the other way around. If you have two dogs with no instinct, you'll never get the instinct back in hundreds and hundreds of years. However, if you take a full instinct dog like either one of these and take a dog that is low on instinct, has some instincts bred out, these two will put the instincts right back in. And so these two can load the genetics of a poor quality, instinctive poor quality lineage, a dull instinct dog. They can load that dog right back up. And that's the beauty of these full instinct dogs. Now, it takes, you have to work with the dog a lot. In its natural environment, its natural habitat, so that you can actually see if the instincts are there. Instincts are not visible things. They're not how he stands, how he runs, how he looks. It's what he does, his behaviors. Now, this particular line, you see, has been bred for centuries to work with the handler, to be by the handler. This is the most handler-focused line of genetic Elkhounds there is. And this behavior you see that Mon and Luna exhibit, especially Mon, that's instinctive. His instincts drive him to me just from wherever he is. He's just so driven to come back to me. Luna as well. Luna just gets overpowered by Mon in these situations. If he wasn't here, she's doing the same thing. But the instincts are what drive the dog back to you. Bring that dog back. They create a mental desire in this dog, an innate desire to get back to me. And so when you're hiking regions like that in remote terrain, the old breeders have for centuries selected all those dogs that show that behavior. And of course, if the dog didn't come back, of course they never bred that dog, right? So the instinctive behaviors have to appear. Now, that's just one example of an instinctive behavior. If you put either one of these, right, let's just say a moose was right over there in them small, in them willows over there, these two would run over there and they would be barking that moose for me in no time flat, unless I stopped them, of course. And I would have a hard time stopping these two. They would want to go. Now, they would stay barking on that moose for as long as hours, literally days, until I could get them to come off or shoot the moose. Now, you don't have to train that. That's in these dogs. You don't have to teach them how to do that. It's already in the dog. Now, to bark at a bear, it's already in these dogs. We don't have to train them how to bark at a bear. We don't have to tell them how to move the bear away from us. We don't have to tell them how to work in bear. They were born in bear country. Their ancestors have worked in the highest density population bear regions in the world. That's where they were born and bred. That's their ancestors' whole life. And so this is the bear line, right? Extremely skilled dogs in bear country. This is the oldest known bear lines there is that come out of these dogs here. And very, very, very good dogs. Now, what I like to be able to try and accomplish, I am a preservation breeder, so I need to preserve the old lines. And what that involves is I need to have males that have females so the genetics can pass male down, male down, male down, male down. I also have to have females so that I can pass the female equation of the genetic down, down, down. Female, 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 female. I sat with the mother of that dog when she was born. I hiked with the grandmother of that dog. Both of these dogs, of course, but I hiked with, I'm talking the female side right now. I hiked with the grandmother for every day of her life, pretty much. And, of course, the father of these dogs, I've been hiking with for a dozen years, right? So, I've got pups out of Mon already. Mon was ready to go earlier. Males get going earlier, of course, 1 year earlier. Females, I like to let them be 2. Now, Mon is so happy to be out on the hikes and so happy to be out. He can't hardly believe it, because I had to put him in a pen with a really soft base, quite a big pen, but a soft base, but not my largest pen, because I needed to control his movements a bit. And I had to keep him there for almost a month till his leg healed. And so he thinks he won the lottery getting back on the trails. So he's showing off how good he is. Now, he's been good his whole life. It's not like this is something new. This is how he is. How's my guys? Oh, you guys are good. Now, the beauty of running these genetics is not only do you get the absolute best skill level of all the dogs, what you get is an extremely robust dog, a very, very healthy dog. and a very powerful dog. I mean, these two are powerhouses. and Luna's no slouch, boy. She's a big female. So they're having fun. You tell him, Luna. Don't let him push you around. Don't let him push you around. But these guys can run and go, and they're powerhouses, and they can travel this country. Now they're fast-moving dogs, and they're fluid. They're so nice to watch. Now, Pretty Boy Leaf, he's been bred his whole life, his whole genetic history for that big breeze movement, but he's not as fluid as Mon. Mon is just like a floater, and just absolute the very best. So I am trying to do a video, you guys. Hey, I'm trying to do a video here. By me here. Luna, leave him alone. Don't hurt that little guy. Don't hurt that little fella, Luna. Luna's tough, boy. She don't take up for nobody. Now Luna is going to be bred to Pretty Boy Leaf. Pretty Boy Leaf was brought in to continue our female lineage. His whole background is lined with the very best females in North America and beyond. And his goal, his whole purpose, was to help us preserve the working female lineage that we have. And so he will be mated to Luna as soon as she cycles. And it's just an incredible combination, because Leaf is a very, very good dog. He's not in Luna's league, but he's very, very good. I mean, there are no dogs. There's no males in North America in Luna's league, but Leaf is as good as you can get in North America. Luna's so far above everybody else that I can't find that quality male here. Now, we are working to get a couple of the big boys out of the bull country, out of Norway, and we're working hard to do that, but that's no small feat either. Hey! Come on. Luna. I'm filming a video here. Right? Now, response time out of these two is as good as any dog in the world. Any breed, anywhere, the response time out of these two. The focus on the handler for these two is far superior to any other breed in remote terrain. And they're world class. There probably is no dogs in the old country any better on handler focus than these two. And they're skilled. Now, they've been off leash their entire life with me. I don't know as I've got more than an hour or half an hour on either on leash. Now, they're very skilled on leash, but I never need it with these two. I never use it. These two would not require it. I could go anywhere with these two. And you're such a good boy, Mon. Come up here, Luna. Come on. Oh, that's my girl. Yeah. Now, it's a really fortunate thing for the people waiting on these pups that we found Pretty Boy Leaf, because he's very, very good. But not only is he good, his genetics are very diverse to Luna's. So they're very diverse, meaning Leaf is primarily North American. No, they don't miss much, these guys. Now, you pay attention to your dog. Your dog will tell you what's happening. You stay focused on your dog. Now, they didn't actually find much more than a rodent. That was just a rodent, you guys. That was just a rodent. Over here. Now, I'm pretty happy these days because I got a couple days so far now of being able to sleep in. Just the other day, the last of the 4 big boys I was destined training went home. And hats off to the people that got those dogs. Wow, they waited and they got themselves some fantastic pups. But those pups were noisy in the morning. So 4:30 rolled around, boy, it was noisy already. So I had to get up. So I'm getting a little sleep past 4:30 now. So that's pretty good. But that last litter, we got really good families that come to us for dogs. And we sent pups down to New Hampshire. We sent pups to Massachusetts, all the way to the corner of BC, right up to Stewart, Manitoba, Lillooet, and that's about 5,000 kilometers apart. And those people wanted the old style working dogs, and they got some really skilled working dogs. And the father of these two, of course, was the great-grandfather of those pups, and grandfather of these two was the grandfather of those pups. Hey, I'm doing a video here. Don't let him push you around. Don't let him push you around. As you can see, Luna's no slouch boy. She's a big female. You don't mess with them big females. They're fast. Right now, she outweighs Pretty Boy Leaf, and she's taller and longer. And so Pretty Boy Leaf, he's starting to have his hands full. If she don't like him, oh damn. But she likes him, so we're okay. Alright. Hey, come on. Luna. Get her over here. Hey. I'm doing a video here, buddy. Luna, come by me. We're going to get hiking right away. Come here, Luna. Luna. Come here. We're getting hiking, but I just wanted to do a little video on these two because we got such a fun time. And big shout out to all the siblings of these two, boy. Those guys are all coming too as well, and be a big fun birthday time. I'll be sending out some birthday cards, and really a beautiful day coming up. So yeah, fun today. Late fall, cold as heck in the mornings, snow on the peaks, but we're living large because we haven't got the snow up here, so we're up doing some late fall hiking. So it's very fun. Well, good video, you two. That's good. Oh, you guys are good. My goodness. That's good.